What's up, yo? We back again with Let's Talk Podcast. Continued.
We had just ended off with the abortion topic, and
yes, so she was talking about how she's for abortion. So you want to know how you're able to have that opinion?
yeah,
Because you weren't aborted.
Oh my gosh!
Isn't it such a isn't it such a isn't it such a isn't it such a great thing that you weren't aborted?
I mean, if I was aborted, I wouldn't know. I would be nothing.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be here with us now. That would really
We
suck.
will be robbed from you and your beauty.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, maybe, but you guys wouldn't even know I existed.
Okay.
Isn't that so sad?
Not really, because I wouldn't even know. I would be nothing.
Okay, do you understand what I'm saying though?
I think the
I just
question
think-
is, would you prefer to exist or to not exist?
Don't say something depressing, please.
I mean, I like existing, but I
Yeah,
mean,
it's cool over here.
but I mean, if a woman can't take care of her kid,
But then she can
financially.
adopt, then there's orphanages for that.
What if it's like they're young and it's like they being raped? Then it's a question of compression.
You know the thing, you can't use an exception to justify the rule.
The majority is that promiscuity that we were talking about earlier is that women are going out and doing things without protection, males as well. But women are getting obviously the back end of it, unfortunately. However, who is more in consequence is the baby, right? And because of that promiscuity and being like, oh well, I was just having fun. I didn't mean for this to happen. Ejection, you know, is that okay? As much as someone who was forced in that situation.
I don't think it's like okay to use it as like a form of birth control, but I mean, if she got pregnant by a random man, I mean, why would you want her to be a single mom and struggle to raise the kid, you know? Like, I think that's just, I think getting rid of it would be a smarter decision than having the child come up and not be able to do things because his mom doesn't have enough money and or has to go to work. And
Yes, orphanage is not in part of the.
I just
Variable.
think, just what I've heard and watched about the foster system, I just don't think it's a good place. You know?
Well, here's an interesting point. You have to first agree that women don't have to raise a baby; they can put them up for adoption. But also, even if the adoption system, orphanages are not good, there are many orphans who are happy they're alive, even though they've had hard lives. A hard life doesn't mean you shouldn't have lived it. You know, you go through things, you live, you learn, and you make it better. Because you have that hope, you're alive, you hope for better circumstances. But that doesn't exist if you're just gone. You're just dead.
I mean, it would be an embryo, guys. Like,
What's an embryo?
That's a good question. Is it
the
alive or not?
I mean, no. I don't think it's alive.
If it's
until-
how does it grow if it's not alive? Can dead things grow?
You have to go through a process. You know, like if just like the chicken, if they're like a fertilized egg before it's fertilized, it's not alive.
It would be a chicken if it wasn't messed with.
Yeah, by the time you buy it at the store, it's already kind of dead. It's not gonna grow.
But a fertilized chicken egg is alive.
Yeah.
Sorry, unfertilized.
Okay.
I mean, it's a guys.
No, we understand. We're
I
not
mean-
attacking you. We
No, I
promise.
know. Another point. Then you have to also you said that the foster care system, but you have to think even before that, the 9 months. I mean, plenty of women die during pregnancy, childbirth as well. Tons of complications. I mean.
Well, that's a different circumstance. I mean, if the woman isn't unable to bear her life to bear the child.
No, I mean like just like you don't know. I mean nobody really knows until they have a baby. Like if they're gonna actually survive, you know. Like that's
You're
also
saying
a fact.
like, I didn't even want to have the child anyway, and I'm about to die.
I wish he could fit in here, man. I wish he could fit.
I mean like that's just one of the risks you carry whenever you have a kid. Like you have to.
I think there's also a level of personal accountability every person has to take. I'm giving you an example. If I come over here and slap my wonderful brother here, and he slaps me back, and I'll say, "Oh my goodness, I got slapped." Like I didn't slap him first. The same way, I can't have sex and say, "Oh my goodness, she got pregnant," or if I was a woman, "Oh my goodness, I got pregnant." Like I didn't just have sex and choose to do that. There's a level of accountability. I put myself in this situation knowing this could happen, and it happened. I can't just sit there and be sad about it. I caused it to happen.
Yeah, I would say the lack of personal accountability. This is a bit of a jump, and I'm not saying this about you personally. I would say the lack of accountability when doing something morally wrong largely comes from the enemy, or Satan, as some would say. When you read the Bible and you understand Satan's character, if there's something that he is excellent at, if there's something he's an absolute master at, it is throwing the rock, hiding the hand, and saying, "Who hurt you?" He's excellent at this. So we certainly can't abandon personal responsibility. That's a bit off topic though, but I'm going to go back to what I said earlier about what is an embryo. So I'm going to give you the etymology, or like the root definition. The Latin word for embryo, it's interchangeable with fetus, and it means little one. Now when you apply that to the specific animal you're talking about, let's say you're talking about a deer embryo or a deer fetus, you're saying little deer. If you're talking about a human fetus or embryo, you're saying little human. So it's a bit contradictory to say it's not alive, it's a little human, or it's not a person, it's a little human. When you're saying, when people say it's not alive, it's a fetus, it's not a person, it's a fetus, it's a bit contradictory, and I don't think it's a good thing to dance around the wordplay or the semantics or the euphemisms. You got to say it for what it clearly is. When you're defending an abortion, you're saying it's okay to kill a little human.
I mean, then I guess I'm saying it's okay to kill a little human. Because, I mean, you have to think about the very small stages. It's not like they have a brain. Sometimes they don't even have a heart yet. They can't feel pain. I mean, it's a clump of cells, honestly. And if you think a clump of cells is a little human, then okay, then it's a little human. But I still think, like I said, crossing over state lines, getting arrested, like that one woman who died because she was denied an abortion. I just think those are, shouldn't be illegal, guys.
Quick question, y'all want to stay on this or go back to the other one?
Because the original question at the end of the day was about, she was saying particularly about Christians having household foundations that she doesn't agree with in terms of abortion is one of the specific ones that you're saying.
Yeah.
Should we stay here?
I mean, show of hands, do you guys want to keep on abortion or go into the household?
I like abortion.
I love little humans.
No, I like talking about it.
Yeah. I'll stay on it. I like it.
All right, we'll stay on it then. Just making sure, because I know we're going astray, but it's all
We'll be
right.
back again with Let's Talk Podcast.